Alright everybody, we are back with part 2 for The Last of Us Part 2. Let me just lay on the ground here. Actually, we can just pause. But yeah, we got a decent chunk of the opening stuff done in part 1. I wanted to actually play up until past this point. Basically, without spoiling anything, even though the game's been out for a while and I already know what happens myself. I wanted to get to at least Seattle in part 1, but that would have taken a really long time. That would have been a really long part. So we decided to end part 1 around here, which means that this part's going to be pretty eventful. The goal is to at least still try to get to Seattle. We should be able to do that. But yeah, we're Abby again, and this is going to be the part where we get basically chased down by the Horde, and we run into a certain someone she's looking for. Like I said, I'll share my thoughts about this moment in the game after we get through it. But yeah, also I've been playing like a ton of Oblivion Remastered in the background, so a lot of these recordings are catching up to me. But I actually do still want to play this game. I'm actually excited to unlock everything again. But let's just get moving here. There's actually a few infected out here. One of them almost ran into us when we were in our outro.
Great. Infected.
We don't have to worry about any collectibles in this part. That one's down.
Oh shit.
Well, that's not good. Alright, we obviously triggered the script to have them spawn, which means I gotta go this way. I was gonna see what was in that shipping container, whatever it was. But we're not doing that.
Don't stop.
That probably feels good. They're coming from all sides.
Okay, up this way.
Damn it, Abby.
Damn it!
I wanted to stay up higher. I'll take a medikit. There they are, both Joel and Tommy. Dude, this part's so crazy.
You okay?
Yeah.
Where the hell they all come from? Doesn't matter.
Eat some snacks.
I reckon we'll go out the back. We can make a break for the lodge. Yeah, I ain't got a better idea. Hey, you got a gun?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're a good shot. Keep up with us. We gotta warn everyone. Come back with a cleanup crew. We gotta live through this first.
I'll take this pipe. Jesus Christ.
Damn it! These son of bitches are everywhere! Gotta move! Get to the door!
I didn't know what he was shooting at first. Tommy, move. Jesus Christ. Sometimes they're so squirmy.
Damn it! That door ain't gonna hold him for long. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I gotta adjust to it. I was doing pretty good in No Return, but now that I've taken a break from this game for a bit, I gotta adjust to the enemy speeds.
You see a way up there? Here, use this. Hey, girl! Give us a hand with this thing! Push it up onto the cart! We're getting inside! I'll get the gondola to the window! You two keep those infected off of it! Okay!
Get rid of that pipe. 'Cause we do have a crowbar.
Come on, goddammit!
Alright, clicker's down.
I got it! Just keep those infected away!
Does Joel have any bullets by any chance? Damn, his head went right through that window. Jesus Christ. Yeah, hang on. I got jumped right there.
We can't stay here! I got you. Get close to us!
Where are we going?
It's this way! Come on!
They're everywhere.
Don't slow down!
Dude, Tommy and Joel are actually
Head for
pretty
those
fast.
doors! Through here, let's go! Hey, I'm Tommy. That's Joel. What's your name?
Abby.
Abby, are you okay?
Yeah.
That ain't gonna hold. We gotta go back. We ain't outrun them all the way to Jackson. We need to barricade that door. Tommy, we cannot stay here. The horses ain't making it all that
My
way.
My friends are at a mansion just north of here. It's fenced in. We have the whole perimeter secure.
It's a Baldwin place. I can work. All right. I'll get the door. All right. You ride with me. Come on. Come on!
What about this one?
When I was 12, I found a skateboard.
Uh-oh.
And I tried to get on it. And it shot right out from underneath me.
Wait, how did you get the scar?
I fell on my knife.
Okay. The chemical burn. I did it myself.
Why?
To cover a bite mark. Right here. I got jumped by an infected when I was 14. And it turns out I'm immune, so it healed with a ring of fucked up teeth marks and cysts and... Ow!
Fuck you.
What? Hey!
I told you a real fucking story.
I did tell you a real fucking story.
Oh, you want a bite, Mark?
What?
Did you hear that?
Jesse? Just stay there, okay?
Are you okay?
Just will
What's
you wait,
going on?
please? What? Just turn around. What are you doing?
Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be on patrol.
There's a blizzard outside.
Is that weed?
Why are you here?
People are counting on you. You get that? What we do matters.
Well, then why aren't you at the fucking lookout?
Because Tommy and Joel didn't show up.
What do you mean?
We waited for them for an hour. I was looking for their horses when I saw lights.
Maybe they just went back to town.
Without being replaced? No way. How much of their region have you covered?
Not much.
Then we split up. Go at it from different sides, and we can cover the whole thing in a few hours.
I don't like you riding solo. We don't know what's out there.
Exactly. What if they need help?
Okay, I'll head west. Dina can take south, and you come from the east, but be smart about it, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's get inside!
They scared us.
How you guys doing?
We're good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
You want to get those saddles off?
No, it's all right. We'll just ride out the storm and get out of here.
Oh, got any brushes or towel or anything?
You are nothing but lucky.
You have no idea.
Y'all get electricity in here.
Where the fuck have you been?
There are solar panels on the roof.
And who are these people?
How long y'all been here?
Since yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yep.
What are y'all doing out this way?
I'm just passing through. You two live nearby?
We do. A few hours down the hill. Y'all should come back with us, restock before you head out.
Appreciate it. I'm Mel, by the way.
Tommy, this is my brother.
Joe. Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
Laura? All clear?
He's out. Put him against the wall.
Tommy! Get off me! Get off me!
Puta madre.
Joel Miller.
Who are you?
Guess.
Why don't you say whatever speech you got rehearsed? Get this over with.
tourniquet his leg. Do it.
Don't you fucking move. God! Damn it!
Clear out. You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this. Joel! Tommy! Shit. How do I get down there? Okay, Shimmer.
There it is. Abby does end up just running into Joel and Tommy. Now, my issue with that, which they did correct in the show, is how, up front Joel and Tommy are with the information of their names and their civilization and stuff like that. Like, in this time, especially Joel, they wouldn't share their names so openly. Like, they should have been smarter than that. That actually was a complaint that a lot of people had. They actually seem to have taken that into account when they did the show. I was going to say Shoal because of the subtitle. But instead, Dina is wondering where Joel is in the show, and she's calling out to him. And that's how Abby finds his name out. It works a little bit better in that part. But Joel has a much more badass line in the game than in the show, where he just already knows why they're there, and he just tells them to
You're okay.
say whatever speech he rehearsed. I always like that he does say that, because he still at least goes out somewhat like a badass. But let's get inside of this lodge.
There it is. Joel? Tommy?
And they just left the back door open, huh?
Where is that coming from?
I don't think we can pick anything up in this section either.
Joel. Fuck.
Basement door. They make it look so eerie.
Pin her down!
Get off me!
Get her hand!
Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. No! I'll fucking kill you. Fucking kill you.
Ellie. I'm sorry.
Jesse! They're down here!
Hey,
Hey.
could I sit down, please?
Yeah.
Maria wants to make sure you're eating.
She can't stop us.
To have the guys that we would need to do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
What if we get hit by hunters again?
Is this you talking or is this her?
It's a valid point.
If it were you or me, Joel would be halfway to Seattle already.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely fucking would be.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
What the WLF move?
What are you doing? You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow. And if you want to come with me, great.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't talk me out of this.
Give me a day to talk to Maria. Okay? There's gotta be some folks you can spare.
And if she won't budge?
Well, I'll figure something out. One day. Please.
Fine.
Okay. Okay.
I want to stop at his house before we leave. I just have to pick something up. Okay.
And there it is. The moment that people will either stop playing and uninstall the game or continue to see where the story goes. I might as well just pause the game. But yeah, so I think the scene still plays out a little bit better in the game over the show. The show does take some, like, they do some adjustments to it, but it's mostly the same. Like I said, they just handle the whole Joel not giving away all this information right away better in the show. Because that was always kind of odd the way it was in the game, where he just, like, after everything Joel did in the first game, taking out the fireflies and stuff like that, that he'd just willingly tell strangers all of this stuff. I mean, Tommy as well. Like, you'd think Tommy would be more careful, knowing he has to look out for Jackson and stuff like that. So that moment was always, like, confusing, because it just felt like they were just trying to speed through getting Joel taken out. And like I said, well, I didn't actually say this yet, but I kind of mentioned it on stream when people were asking about the show and stuff like that. I guess we can actually move forward here, but
I couldn't get to the horses.
I kind of
Looks
always
like
figured
Tommy
that
took
Joel
one.
would
Now
die
Maria's
in
got
this
the
game.
stables locked down.
I just didn't think it would be right away. And I didn't think we'd be playing as the character who would kill him.
Figure something else
So those
out
are the
on the
moments
way.
that people
Car or horse or
probably
something.
like just didn't like. I have my own problems with the story, including
makes getting
the
to
way
see
that they
a lot
handled that. But the other thing too that was kind
And
of
it's gonna be
weird is
harder.
they kind of, I don't know if it's
can still
really
change your
false
mind, you know?
advertisement, but they did trick people.
I know.
They did trick people into thinking Joel was
Just
going to
don't
be a
want you to
bigger
feel like
part
you
of
have
this
to.
game. There are moments in
No.
the trailer. I'll stop talking right now.
You go. I go. End of story.
Alright, I was just letting
You
that
need to get
scene
your
play
backpack.
out. But
I
there
hope
are
I need
moments in the
case.
trailer where
I figured we'd want to
they
save our
have
driveway.
Joel, like older Joel, that we see in the in the lodge section of the game, where he's interacting with Ellie in moments that are in Seattle and stuff like that. But they actually just model swapped him with Jesse, because Jesse's actually in those moments. So they did trick people as well, because they kind of knew that people wanted to see Joel and Ellie more. So yeah, it was a whole messed up situation when it came out. Not the greatest death. I like how they did give him a badass line at the very least, but they should have just done it differently. And the way the game like pieces the story together, where you get moments between Joel and Ellie later in the game and stuff like that, it feels kind of all over the place. But alright, here's the Joel Miller house. We actually do have some collectibles in here. 2 journal entries and then an unmissable artifact and weapon.
Hey. What do you need? I can go get it.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm okay. Come on. I'll hang out down here. Thanks.
That was one thing in the show. He was like making a owl statue. And I was gonna say, I think that looked familiar, because he actually does have an owl statue. I guess Ellie drew this. It's a younger Joel. Yeah, I think one of our journal entries is actually in the kitchen. It's probably that coffee mug, if I remember correctly. Because you don't actually draw them in the journal right now, but they become journal entries later. Oh no, you do draw them in the journal right now. Okay, never mind. Scratch what I said. She actually does just draw it right away. I didn't even know she had the journal on her, that's why I wasn't sure. There's that. This is actually a pretty nice house, though. Just kind of looking around everywhere. I wasn't sure if she actually said anything. Yeah, they also don't knock her out in the show. They just kick her in the gut, and then she kind of crawls her way over to Joel. That wasn't a bad touch. That was kind of a neat version of the scene. But, yeah, the game, it's more traumatic, I guess, would be the word I'd use. Where's our other journal entry here? I'm just making sure we don't interact with that box. Well, there's the picture of his daughter, Sarah, that Ellie held on to and gave him. I don't think I can interact with this other picture with the horse. Our other journal entry is actually a guitar, but I think it's in a different room. Yep, here's his wood making room. Here's the guitar. He's actually just making a new one. No, there's that. He had a pretty good talent there, didn't he? Alright, what else do we got in here? I mean, that's all of our actual optional collectibles. Like the ones that you can technically miss. That is another scene that they kind of kept in the show as well. Alright, let's interact with this box now. Yeah, this is the Unmissable artifact, Joel's broken watch. And then the Unmissable weapon, Joel's revolver. Which you can actually customize this thing to look crazy. There we go. Pretty sure that's everything
Ellie,
we can do.
Can you come down here?
Everything okay?
Yeah, just come on down.
Maria, I'm headed to Seattle. I wish I could let it go, but I can't. I have to bring these people to justice. Ellie's gonna try to come after me, but stop her. Take her guns, lock up the horses, maybe lock her up. Buy me some time so I can end this. Love you always, Tommy. He's gonna get himself killed.
He should have taken me with him. You should have given us a group to go after those fuckers.
I wish I could.
You gonna try to lock me up?
I'd prefer that you stay.
That's not gonna fucking
I
happen.
prefer that you stay, but I know you better. You going with her?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna sneak out of here? Hmm?
Yeah.
On foot?
Yeah.
I told the stable to let you out with your horse. Grab some ammo, too.
Thank you, Maria.
Just, do me a favor and bring my dumbass husband home in one piece, please.
Of course.
All right, then. Get going, you're losing light.
This hunter was on top of him, drowning him, and Joel couldn't get to his gun.
Jeez. Were you scared?
Well, I didn't even think. I just ran in there, grabbed his gun, and shot the guy in the face.
How old were you?
14. How old were you when you first killed someone?
We talking infected?
No. Fully conscious, non-fungal person.
10?
Wow. What happened?
Guy was coming at my mom. I stabbed him.
Shit. You got me beat.
Yeah, I'm a real badass. So how lost are we?
We're not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, have a little faith.
What about those crazy cannibals you said you and Joel ran into? They came after you guys once. Maybe these WLFs are connected to them.
No. It didn't seem like the same group.
Maybe those black market smugglers back in Boston?
Do not. Joel crossed a lot of people. I don't see the point in guessing.
Okay.
At least until we find out more information.
Alright, Seattle day one. I was kind of just letting all the dialogue play out while we stroll through the forest, which looks insane on the PC version, by the way. But yeah, very different than the show. In the show, they actually do end up sneaking out of Jackson and stuff like that. Because even Tommy is... Well, Tommy votes for them to get a group together in like the whole council meeting thing, but he doesn't actually leave. We're probably going to get some stutters here because we just entered Seattle. This is actually going to be like our first big hub area. Which means I should probably brush up on my collectibles. Make sure we're not going to miss anything. But yeah, this is where I was trying to get to in part 1, but that would have ran very long. Actually, let me check on that right now, though. Alright, let's keep pushing forward here. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the performance is here, because this is the area that people talk about on the PC version. Should be able to speed ourselves up here.
Ellie, cars.
Yeah, we're getting close. Start keeping an eye out.
Got it.
Now, is this where our trading card is? Yep,
Oh,
here's our
another
trading
superhero
card.
card.
Question.
There's
If
the
you could
achievement
have
for
one
5 of them.
superpower, what would it be?
Probably invisibility?
Strong choice. Is that so you can spy on me?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Might be a clearing over here. Nope, we're definitely going this way. Invisibility. Not sure what I would pick. The one that would be the most powerful would probably be control over time. And I know most people say the
Here we
argument
go.
for that is like going back in
Guess
the
I
past
was
and ruin
wrong.
things, but you don't
Turns
have to
out
go
you
back
do
in the
know where
past if
you're
you can
going.
control time. We do have another trading card in like a trailer home similar to this one, but I don't think it is this one. I'll double check it really quick though. Nope. Do we actually get any other dialogue going this way? This is a dead end. Nope. Yeah, dude, this area looks insane. Look how much foliage this game actually has. Like the grass and everything. I mean, even the infected could hide themselves very well. Actually, we're gonna try to make a stop here.
Yeah.
Loot this building really quick. Here's our next trading card. Starfire kids. They're a full hero alignment. They don't really look like villains, so that makes sense. Then here's our map. Pretty sure this does actually count as one of our artifacts here. I mean, this doesn't really help us. But we'll take it.
Anything good in there?
Found an old tourist map.
Well, that's something.
Just keep moving forward. I'm just taking in the scenery. This area looks really good. Traversal stutter should smooth out. Like I said, I mentioned in part 1,
Sure
it's got
seems quiet.
real-time shader compilation.
Yeah. Think about how well we hide our lookouts.
I know. That's what scares me.
So, when it compiles shaders on the fly, that's where those stutters come from. Yep, there's the gate.
Whoa, is that the QZ?
Yep. Watch the high spots.
WLF. Trespassers killed on sight. That's friendly. At least we know we're in the right place.
Where is everyone?
They put up this sign. Means there's gotta be a way in.
Next journal entry. There's that one. We also have a note in that place.
These were soldiers from the QZ. See the Fedra uniforms?
You think it was the WLF?
Yeah, and they left them here. Like a warning.
That's fucked up.
Yep, the wolves are a weird faction. Because some of them, like Mel and Owen, didn't seem to want any bloodshed, but then everybody else seemed pretty bloodthirsty. We should actually have... yeah, here it is. Here's another artifact. And these... oh, I wasn't actually sure if they were going to let me do that. Just break the glass on it.
Looks like there's some cracks up there. In the wall, up above.
I think she means up there. We do have another artifact inside of this place, too. I think I just walked past it.
Pretty picked over.
They left behind the stages of infection, though. The bloater, rare but dangerous. There's even more dangerous mutations. I'm actually curious to see how they're going to tackle some of the new special infected that show up in the game. If they even show up in the show. can get us up. I think that is everything in this area.
Dina, help me up here.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out. Just see if you can get the gate open from the other side.
Sounds good.
That is the plan. Let me just look around here. I think we actually do want to get up there. This is very sketchy. I don't think I'm worried about that. Dude, this would be so sketchy.
I'm good. Just almost died.
She might have survived from that fall, just broken a leg. Alright, let's get down.
Where are these fuckers?
Yeah, this game has such great scenery, though. But we actually want to get up here. So we actually have 2 collectibles up here. Here's another trading card. Chessmaster. Villain. Yep, makes sense. Look at this evil guy. Yep, here's our artifact as well. Zelda. And Isaac. Huh, another one down. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I thought you could just drop. You'd think that holding the sprint button would actually, have her slide. Sorry about that, wrong button. Alright, we're on the other side of the wall. Now we gotta help Dina out. Actually, let's grab this brick. These are very useful. Will it even let me open this? I didn't think so. My arm broke. That actually land on the ground? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do have another artifact in here, in one of these drawers. Speaking of which, we actually are gonna need this.
Wonder when this was written. The Saravena base. That's something.
Might have to reference that later. Alright, actually, can we unlock this for convenience? There we go.
Oh, that's a generator.
Alright, now, this might be the one that we have to get onto the roof of for our last collectibles. It's either this one or the one across from us. But let's check this one. Which, actually, can I do this? Yeah, this is actually the one. I can see the chair. I just gotta figure out how we're gonna use it as a rope to get up. Yeah, here we go. These are very easy ones to miss because of the way this is. Yeah, we've got another trading card and an artifact up here. Let's grab the trading card. Oozer. I mean, this looks like a villain. Definitely is. Brains 40, Brawn 100. Well, let's grab our artifact. This should be everything in the gate section of Seattle. This should be our last one. Seems they had a disagreement. Alright, there we go. Let's grab our rope now.
Oh, shit.
Dude, she's choking herself out with this thing.
Okay.
Let's get that off of her neck. That seems like it'd be a very bad thing.
Ellie? Ellie! Over here!
Hey, everything okay? What was that sound?
I got that gate open. Gotta figure out this one now.
Well, we believe in you.
Thanks.
Got Dina and Shimmer rooting for us. Alright, now I'm pretty sure we're not done with that rope that we were using. I think we actually need to bring it somewhere over here. Unless I'm thinking of a future puzzle. Grab whatever supplies we can. We can craft something. Actually, let's craft Molotov right now. Also, what else do we got here? I'm always wanting to hoard stuff for the stuff that I actually want. That's why I'm not spending anything. Let's get that marked off. Sometimes with these ones that you're automatically given, you want to kind of check off the notification. In the first game, there was an issue where some of the stuff that you get when you switch to Ellie doesn't count unless you look at it. Alright, this is main gate. Let's see here. 0512. This doesn't have any power though, does it? So this is definitely the puzzle I'm thinking of. Where's the plug for it though? Here it is. Weird, why is that even locked? Can we even go around the back? Guess we'll just unlock it and check out what's in this tower. We should have everything in this section though. Oh, okay. More parts and supplements though. Not necessarily collectibles, but we definitely want that. Yeah, it's weird. I have to like double tap B to drop down. But alright, let's go get our cord. Get Dina through. Can we actually talk to her again?
Hey, what's up?
There's a circuit breaker to open this gate, but there's no power.
How'd you get the other gate open?
It had a generator?
Well, can you use it for the other circuit breaker?
Not sure. Let me see.
Nope, Dina, I don't think that's gonna work. That should give us enough of a distance with it.
Whew. Okay.
Now we should be able to open it.
Yes.
Well done!
Shit.
Well,
Hey, come on.
just enough
Get
power.
out of here. That crash was pretty loud.
Now what?
I found a note back there. Had some codes on it. It says there's a WLF safe house at some place called Saravina Base.
Oh, wait. Am I remembering this part
Saravina.
correctly?
So we find it?
Hopefully we find our first WLF. Get them to talk. Go from there.
Let's do it.
Maybe. When does the downtown section start? Because I kind of wanted to just get past the gate. But I have a bad feeling about something. Give me one sec. Alright. I'm like having a flashback for something in this game. Alright, it's
shit,
not this
look.
part yet.
Saravina Hotel.
That's gotta be it. Okay. Let's find a way past this, fuck Fedra gate.
Very creative. Gets right to the point. Let's get closer and scope it out.
Yeah, there's like a certain section that involves the horse that I was having flashbacks to, but I thought that happened a little bit later, and I think it does. I'm not going to say anything else other than that, but this is probably where we're going to end part 2. Once we get through this gate, we'll be heading into the downtown section of Seattle, which the next part's probably going to be mostly dedicated to exploring that area. Pretty sure we have something in there, so I'm not even going to open it right now. But yeah, Seattle's a big hub area. It's one of the bigger areas in the game in total. So we're going to have a lot of collectibles we're going to have to pick up. But yeah, made a lot of progress. Got past the traumatizing part of the game. Like I said, that part of the game either makes or breaks it for people. I actually did know about that part before the game even released, back when it was coming on PS4. I was still interested to see what they did with the story. Because I really liked Joel in the first game, but like I said, I was expecting him to die at some point in this game because of just everything that happens in the first game. I just didn't think it would be done the way it was, and yeah, people are still always going to talk about that section. They could have handled it much better, in my opinion, as well. The show, even though the same thing technically happens, they do make some adjustments to it that make a little bit more sense, but yeah, overall, that part still sucks to watch. They killed off one of their most popular characters in that moment, and then, yeah, then you start playing like half of the game as the person who killed him, and that's one of the issues with the game, is I really didn't care about Abby or any of her friends. I didn't sympathize them with at all that much. I understood Abby's motivations and why she did it, but Abby just has a really rough personality for most of the game, even to her friends. Like finding out Mel's pregnant pisses her off and stuff like that. It just... She was never really that well written in this game until much, much later, but it's so rocky throughout the game's story that it just doesn't even matter at that point to me. But yeah, we're getting through it. We have all of our collectibles so far. We have a big hub area coming up, so a lot of exploration. I'm curious to see what the downtown section of Seattle looks like, because this game still looks insanely good. I know this is the remastered version, so it has a little bit of a graphic uplift, but the PC version looks really good so far, so I'm excited to continue it. But as always, thanks for watching. Thanks to anybody who checks these out after it goes live. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you in part 3.